What's up, y'all? It is close to 2 a.m. It's 1:56, and I'm feeling great. It is a good day, and it's a great day to play some GeoGuessr. Unfortunately, I'm still mouseless, so shout out trackpad players because I am dealing with your pain as well. But yeah, we'll get started. First round, 2022-2021, very common in Jujuy, and as this is kind of a random dirt road, it should be just free Jujuy, especially since it looks like Bolivia, kind of yellowish hills sometimes. And then here we've got a very fake meta. Our first fake meta of the video. Shout out Knowledge, the Australian, who got robbed from playing in the league. Anyways, he made up this fake meta that this bollard is only on the RN40 in Jujuy and in other places. Now, it could stand true here, so shout out Knowledge if this is right, but this has been like super disproved. But I still want to shout out Knowledge because cool dude. Anyways, we'll see. Oh my god, he's the GOAT, bro! He's the GOAT. Okay, that's a great way to start off the video. Next up, we got some old coverage, 2019. I think this is when they first covered like a few Patagonian roads. Usually you would see the wire, I think. But yeah, I mean, the bushes just makes it feel more Patagonian, and with no large mountains, it's also not completely flat. It doesn't really seem like Mendoza area. So now I just gotta remember what was covered. And I think the road to Zapala Road was, but I don't know if anything around there would fit. I mean, this wouldn't fit. So I'm not quite sure. Maybe it's the 40, maybe it's something else. We'll find out though. Okay, the 40 and the 237 did get coverage around the same time, and they look pretty similar, so that makes some sense to me. Next round, we have some interesting coverage. Weird poles, some green mountains. Mountains appear to be mainly on our west, also surrounding us on our east. It's possible it's Salta, but my brain, my vibes are telling me kind of a La Rioja Catamarca type around. I don't know. But I think La Rioja Catamarca does make sense with this road quality. Although I've seen stuff like this in Salta. This is just a tough round. Is it? I don't know, but it gives me a little bit more of this vibe. I don't really know. We will see. Okay, it was just downtown Catamarca. I'm not sure where I'm guessing. Didn't really know that road existed though. Next round we get very, very Patagonian feeling, cool cabin, cool architecture. I don't really know. I guess this could be Bariloche, but it could also be Ushuaia. This one is actually a little bit harder for me to tell, because we could just be in the hills of each, or another small Patagonian town. My first thought was Ushuaia, though, just based off vibes and kind of the trees that I saw. And I think that mountain should be Ushuaia. So yeah, and the white bark is very common there, but it is still a little bit weird. Maybe it's somewhere around here, I don't know. Okay, well, there's just hills there too, so. Anyways, we get into another round where we have Palm Spam. So obviously Palm Spam is Chaco, Eastern Formosa, with this many. And then I think since it doesn't have the Formosa card, it should just be Chaco. Although I wouldn't be surprised if they bleed over some. So we're looking at something like this. Does this look right? This looks not bad. Okay, it actually is in Formosa, but close enough. On the right road. Slight red tinge, maybe. These trees I mentioned before, I think, kind of tall, little puffy. The kind of like branches are separated. I do consider to be kind of in the southern agricultural region, so Cordoba, BA, La Pampa, something like that. And then the agriculture makes sense with that. The road is exactly east-west, so I think this has to prompt you towards La Pampa, although it is possible that it is BA or something else. But it is La Pampa. Nice La Pampa road angle. Here we got my lovely meta that actually is very common. Yellow flowers, Salta. Trust it every time you see. I mean, like, if you're getting you actually care about streaks, states, it could also be Jujuy. But I've not seen it anywhere else. And then mountains west makes sense. Mountains south, we're on a divided highway. This could be findable. Will I find it? Probably not, because I'm a bot. This is not looking right. Maybe something more like this, honestly. Okay. There we go. Next round. Interesting. Is that a river? This one is kind of tough. I guess the plateau does kind of seem like Neuquén, just downtown. And the river could make sense. These like pricklier, like bigger ones are also, I think, more near Neuquén than Chubut, which has the like some of the smaller version of this, as well as bushes, I guess. Although Chubut could make sense. There's some spots near Trelew that could maybe look like this. This looks very interesting though, so I'm just gonna have to, I don't know, just hope something makes sense here. Yeah, never seen that. Maybe it's a river, maybe it wasn't, but it's on the right general region, so that's a dub for me. Instantly the mountains looked like San Juan to me, but the mountains are east, so that just like 100% confirms it, because Mendoza doesn't have mountains east. And then, yeah, you have the trees here that are just spammed. Once you get to see it a lot, it's pretty free. They do a lot of the same things in San Juan that they do Mendoza, and then the mountains make a lot of sense. So we're pretty far from both the mountains. Wait, do I even try it? Nah, this is not even worth. Actually, the road angle looks a little interesting. Maybe it's like this. Okay, not too far. Here we go with probably a north-south road angle. It is, and then with this type of coverage where the shrubs are like very dark, and it's like a skinny road that's like red tinged. It is in this region of La Pampa or San Luis. This is kind of get confused sometimes with north. Even for me, often the trees look similar, but road angle comes to help, as well as just like knowing your coverage. These are also good for San Luis. Skinny roads. I mean, I think Victorica makes some sense, but it could also be somewhere in San Luis. We'll see. Okay. It was around that region west of Santa Rosa. There we go. Moving on. We get some 2021 copyright. I'm going to turn back, and it's going to be light blue car blurred. Light blue / white. And then these mountains, which are like the jagged ones in San Juan, La Rioja, Catamarca. But these ones look very distinct. I don't really know how to say it, but they're Catamarca. As well as the pavement. I do like to say that Catamarca has shitty pavement pretty commonly, but I've kind of been disproven, or that's not always worked for me, but I think most of the time it does. But then again, we have the big mountain range on our east, so we are just west of Catamarca. On maybe this road. Yeah, it doesn't look bad. It could be more north though, but it's on this road. Okay, nice. Next round, it does immediately feel salty to me. Hopefully yellow flowers clutch up. So we looks like we got mountains west, very green, some agriculture. Looks like mountains north. If you see mountains in all directions and it's very green, just send Salta or northern Jujuy. That looks like yellow flower. Yep, yellow flowers there, yellow flowers there. Sometimes Salta has like really wide triangles on their poles, but that meta is not 100% reliable. So I do like Salta Jujuy, and I might send Jujuy here. We will see though. It is in Salta, kind of more southern than I expected, but still in the province of Salta. Next round. Definitely some shrubs that kind of don't look too far south like Santa Cruz, but don't look too far north. So I think Chubut area makes sense, although it could be like northern Santa Cruz or I don't know. Even could be somewhere else. The red is a little weird though, because that's usually in Santa Cruz, and the road quality is pretty bad. Very hilly though, which makes you kind of lean western of kind of these provinces. I'm still kind of trying to figure out where though. Like, I could see something like this is something I've seen. Maybe this general area of the 40 near Teca sometimes looks like this, I think. But it could also be just really northern in San... You know, I'm just really not sure. Oh, this doesn't look too bad. I'm gonna change to here. We'll see. Nice, nice. That lined up pretty well. So, learning the main roads or understanding if you're in the south and you look to be on a pretty big, long stretch of a paved road, you are likely to be on one of the major roads, including the 40 and the 3. Next up here, we have some cool monkey puzzle trees, which are a decent meta. So obviously it looks pretty Patagonian. The monkey puzzle trees are north of San Martin de los Andes, kind of where you see them near Chile. I see them a lot near Villa Pehuenia, as well as near Capiahue. So I actually will need to figure out which one this is. I don't think Capiahue, though, because there's a lot of coverage around here. Oh, interesting. I wonder if I wonder which way is Villa Pehuenia. We will see though. Not great at lining these types of things up. We'll see. Okay, whoops. It was just downtown Villa Pehuenia. Next round, we have kind of somewhat northern looking trees with the dark bark and, you know, just big bunch of shit going on. But it looks to be very, very flat, so probably not Salta. I mean, definitely not Formosa. Probably not any of the other ones. So my thought here, after kind of ruling things out, is Santiago del Estero. I think that fits pretty well, especially because they added a lot of roads in 24 to Santiago del Estero that like almost all have this meta of light blue, blue, exposed car. Road angle I don't think does a whole lot for me here. There is a railway. But yeah, if I had to guess, I'd say relatively close to the city itself. Yeah, not exactly sure. We'll find out though. Okay, it actually is crossing over the border into Salta, which also makes sense. This road got covered. But yeah, not the best guess by me there, but I guess it makes sense because that region of Salta right there is very, very flat. Next round we get Gen 3, dead looking. These BA, mostly, I'd say, plants. We got this trident thing, which I think might be Eastern Arch, like BA and Churrios. I think this clump of big trees does not feel like Churrios though. So BA it is. The vibes are telling me. And we go this road. Okay, not bad. I guess if you click Buenos Aires there, you're probably closer than me. Next round. Well. Look what we got here. Some nice little spam of one of my favorite metas. I think we might actually be on the same road. Perchance. Perchance. I thought it was. I'm not as confident now. I don't know. We'll just click around here. It was. Okay. Next round, we have this very, I don't know, golden appearing kind of vegetation and lighter soil. So yeah, with shrubs, I associate with the region. This little inlet, outlet, I don't know, whatever. But also around kind of the region, so sometimes similar locations can be found a little bit north and even a little bit east, south on the coast. That's kind of the extent of it. I don't know why it's so hilly, but I think I will just click on this inlet. Okay, well, it is the south part that I mentioned near Cabo Raso. Not a great guess by me there. Here's what it is though. Next round, it looks like those are the tree plantations you see in Churrios and in Corrientes. Makes sense with the divided road. There's not a lot of divided roads, but a lot of them, or one of the main ones is the 14 here. Very, very good one to kind of pick up some vibes for. And we appear to be going through a town. I don't know if this would make some sense. I might look a little bit longer. I don't think it's that. It does appear to be like some decent infrastructure though, so. Shahari. I don't know. We'll find out. Okay, it was kind of the middle of nothing, but near Gualeguaychú, so makes some sense. In Churrios. Next round we have white car with blur. Oh, what the fuck is that tree? It kind of looks like a piranha pine, but just like deformed. Anyways, I think this will be Cordoba because there's nothing else that's coming to mind, and that kind of lines up with this. And then there's a little bit of stuff. These trees are really weird. This is like the southern US. Like, if I wonder if I like zoom it like this, where people go. Anyways, yeah, it looks like I can't really tell what's going on, but I think it is Cordoba, maybe like near the foothills. We'll see. Oh wow, just a random town. Not even in Entre Rios with the car. Wow. This white car with blur has expanded a little bit, but that is a very interesting location. Did not see that one coming. So, I'm cooked, I'm washed, but I'm gonna keep playing. I'm gonna keep playing till the wheels fall off. Moving on. We have a location. The location appears to have corn. The location appears to say RN34. Maybe. It is a divided road. I'm not sure what it is, but this is why you scan. Although I don't think this road is actually divided. Dare I say. Maybe if I track it down here, it becomes divided. If there is an RN34. I don't know, actually. Yeah, I don't know what this is. There's an RN34 up here. Surely it's not divided. I don't know if it's even... That doesn't even make sense, but it's 2 digits. Let's see if there's anything here that's better. It's unclear. It has to be said. It was the 34. Wow. Interesting. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing, but here goes nothing. We have palm spam. We have no Formosa car. I think this car is more common with like very slight blur in Corrientes, so a little part of Corrientes would have this palm spam, and that would make some sense. So I think that makes sense. A lot of Western Corrientes is what got covered, and looks pretty solid to me. So yeah, it is Corrientes, but more south on the west side. This road quality is decently characteristic of this road, but I failed to recognize it. Moving on, we look to have a skinny road with red tinge. I have noticed that the things are painted, the lines are painted very well, and the pavement's often very dark in Corrientes. So I think this is just Corrientes. It looks like there might be some, like, you know, pine plantations there, or plantations. So I think this makes some sense, you know. Could be this road, could be not this road, could be this road, I don't know. It is this road, but different part. Here we go again with the similar landscape I was talking about. Kind of similar-ish soil with similar-ish shrubs. So obviously this is flat, so I would assume it's one of these roads kind of from Comodoro to Trelew on the eastern side. But then again, I'm not great at these types of rounds, so we'll see. Okay, there is kind of that one road that goes inland that looks surprisingly like that. Ours is tough country though, but we move on. We get a pretty free, shiny car, overcast, everything, downtown, Antarctica. Next round we get is urban. Not a huge fan of urban, but the good thing is we have striped car 2021. The road is also very red tinged, so generally north, although I have said red tinge is everywhere because it kind of is. But yeah, so this means we are likely in Chaco, and if it's not, I don't even know what I'm gonna do with my life. But surely Chaco makes sense. Surely, right? So where do we go? Do we go Hermoso Campo? Road angle doesn't fit. That's why you zoom into Via Angela, which fits perfectly. As though Napenai. Anyways, moving on, we got the same divided road with yellow on the side often. We got a slight rolling hill, if you can see, so it all feels brilliant for Entre-Rios. Now we'll just have to line up the road angle. Road angle's a little sus. Road angle's a little bit sus. Maybe something like this could even make sense. Because the road angle is so sus, and I was pretty certain it was Entre-Rios. Although, honestly speaking, it could very well be just this and be Corrientes. Whoops. Whoops. Took myself off the 5K, but it's cool because we have blue car with blur. We also have San Luis road quality, and we have a little mountain here, which kind of makes sense. Kind of standalone mountains are pretty common in San Luis. There's one mountain here, this mountain, I think. That is a standalone mountain that I've seen with my own eyes. Actually, I have not, but more mountains. So we go this road. It is that road, more north. Next round, we've got white car blur, which has failed me so many times. But sometimes you just gotta trust it and see a slight rolling hill and go with your vibe of Entre Rios. Nothing quite more to say about this round. I'll probably be wrong and then cope. Nope, it is Entre Rios. The small rolling hill meta stays true. This is another round that is good to learn. Might have had it in the last one, not sure. 2021, it's going to be the Catamarca car. Yeah, it is. So very blurred. A little bit of white, a little bit blue sometimes. With this kind of dirt road vegetation, very classic of east of Catamarca. So we'll probably be somewhere around here, I'd say. North or south, maybe a little bit. So yeah, that's a good round that I don't hate to get. Just play a few more. Oh, never seen those chevrons. Maybe I have. Actually, I have. Very red. This one's interesting. The mountains are very, very jagged. Very rocky. The road quality is kind of shit. So it does feel like it would be something I'd find in La Rioja or Catamarca, but it's not something I recognize. So I don't feel as confident about it. Oh, it could be this road. I think this road got coverage. I'm not sure though. Okay, it's wow. What? That road has coverage? Never knew about that, but it is in La Rioja. So the metas hold true. And we move on to a very hazy location. That is a very difficult location. Nothing going on except for a little bit of corn, a little bit of yellow grass, a little bit of agriculture, a car here and there. So, what do you do here? You don't do anything. You check the road angle, and you say, this could be Santa Fe. But then you also say to yourself, you know what? This could be BA. But then you just send Santa Fe. And it ends up being Cordoba. That's how it goes a lot of time with those types of rounds. But then you get a nice round, a round that treats you well. A 2023 white or striped car, which can be found in many places. Unfortunately, I'm not sure which place this is, although I do know it exists in La Pampa and Cordoba. It also exists on this one road, I think. I think it's one road in BA, and it might be this one. Anyways, we move on to a Mendoza round, I think. We have kind of the dead Mendoza trees, as well as very urban. And then, oh, is that a yellow pin? No, it's not a yellow pin pole. Looking for mountains. Mountains west for sure. Don't think anything I can see would tell me that it's not Mendoza, but Mendoza, please be here. Don't be San Juan. San Rafael. That is also a possibility. Very bait town. Well, the hills shape did look a little weird, but in the right state. But that is a town to be aware of because it is extremely baity. Here we go with an interesting round. Very flat with far mountains west. So with kind of agriculture and this type of coverage, I would say that the only possibilities really are Cordoba and kind of Tucumán. So I feel like I've seen a few roads in Tucumán that I could scan, like around here. I mean, it doesn't feel like it lines up great, unless it's this 8 here. But I don't see a rail. Yeah, is it here? I would hope it's not. Or do I go with that and then ignore my Cordoba idea? I think I'm gonna do that. But Cordoba is also very likely. Anyways, next up we get a free Bolivia, aka Jujuy. And you kind of just click middle. And that hedges well enough. Next round you get, you're pondering, is this Neuquén or is it Chubut? But you see the bigger spiky boys, prickly boys, which indicate probably more near Neuquén. And it is. Nice. And then we get the Patagonia 20, I don't know, it depends. But blue car with the wire. How do you know it's Patagonia? This one looks summery, a little bit difficult, but at the end of the day, it still looks Patagonian with the kind of exposed rock mountains on both sides, which can be in other places, obviously. But then no cacti, no trees, just shrubs. The flowers are kind of interesting, but yeah, I feel this makes sense. The round itself, whereabouts, uncertain, but the 40 is possible. We'll see. Okay. I'm on the road. I'm on the road technically. Definitely the wrong stretch, but these poles are pretty common in Misiones. Not that you really needed a lot more other than landscape here, but that is a pretty common pole. Next round we get here, we are on a slightly red tinged road. We're on a road with very brightly painted lines and dark lines, which I did say is sometimes Corrientes, but I think this one definitely has too much bushes, too much northern vibes in it, and then it's really flat, and all of that kind of combined with the cacti just screams, yells, whatever, Santiago del Estero. Nothing more to be said really. I'm pretty positive it will be in this province. And if you just click downtown, you get a good guess. So I'll play one or two more. Hopefully get a good score. We have mega exposed back here, which I actually don't know where it is. But we have white car with boom, the blur. We got these little tufts, which I said are very common in San Luis, as well as these trees that are not super tall, but they're still maybe trees? I don't know. And then we got shit road quality, we got San Luis road quality. So I think San Luis is pretty safe here. And it's southern San Luis. Next round, trying to do me dirty here. Is this sugarcane? Could be. And we have massive mountains west. We also have massive death. We have a cemetery. But we don't like to make jokes about that. There's also some corn. That is yellow flower, but it is kind of standalone yellow flower. So it's hard for me to tell if this is really Salta or if it would just be Tucumán. The mountains in Tucumán are pretty massive. And you know what else is massive? Hopefully this gas. So it could be Salta here. That's the other chance. But makes sense kind of with the what appeared to be sugarcane and the big mountain west. So here we go. We move on to kind of a 2023. It's very blurred, but you can still kind of make out through it that it's striped, which this I very much associate with Entre Rios, as well as the pole with insulator or symmetrical insulators. I think this makes quite a bit of sense for Entre Rios. I would be very surprised if it's not. And I think the striped car. Let's see. Can you tell if there's any rolling hills or like slight hills? Probably not. La Rioja. But I think the distribution is mainly in the east. So I might try something like this road. Could do it for me. We'll see. Okay, it is more south. That road makes sense as well. Next round, we get some funky looking mountains. The good thing is we have San Luis road quality. Very consistent metas popping up here. We got mountains to our east. So with that in San Luis, these roads kind of fit, as well as there's quite a bit of coverage on the roads here that have mountains east. I honestly have a tough time distinguishing them sometimes. So not sure here, but I would assume that the roads near San Luis have been recovered in 2024. So if I use that logic, I would think it's the eastern segment. And I go here. It is the eastern segment, way further south than I go. But it's okay. Automatically from this round, NMPZ, you can see we have mountains both directions, as well as Mendoza trees. So that combo, nice calm little San Juan, and then you have the vineyards, just a bunch of confirmation. So yeah, we'll go somewhere here. I don't know. It's more north. 21.8. I'll probably play till I get another good score or solid score. This one, cleared out fields with mountains like this kind of surrounding us, does remind me of Salta area. I think I'll just click downtown, but it could be anywhere kind of in the area. It is downtown, a little bit south in the, I guess, drier part as it looks in the map. Next round here. I think this will be Salta again. Cleared out land again, kind of just nothing going on here. And then mountains southwest, west. They're pretty big as well, very big in Salta. They're actually pretty massive. But yeah, I think that's kind of what I'll go with again here. And then this meta, which is not super great, but sometimes works. Salta has a lot of big triangles. So it's just over the border in Jujuy, but that'll work for us. Move on into a more difficult round. We have the black spots, which is known to be Santa Cruz. Now this round is a little bit difficult for me, but it's paved, so it's probably one of the main roads. Not quite sure which one though. There are some weirdly hilly parts of this road that are possible. Maybe something like this could work. Even near the park. Even near the park. Even near the park. We'll see. Please. It is a bad guess. It is the other main road. It's the 40. Right near Tres Lagos, I guess that's what we were looking on to. Here we have San Luis road quality, And if it's just super flat, center-wise road quality, you send central-south. So it is kind of central-south. Moving on to the next round, we have, although they're kind of more vegetated here, some jagged mountains, and we have reddish soil. So this is a La Rioja sand, just somewhere around here, and it is around there. I'm not satisfied though. I'll play one more, probably, but I'm not feeling this round, so start off fresh. Here we go again. Red, probably east-west. It is correct. Weirdly hilly, which, oh, we have this blur, which is strange, and then we have this like dark bush, so, and then we have these kind of things spreading out. It all fits with this general region over here, and then I've seen some coverage like this with slight hills in La Pampa. I don't remember exactly where. Maybe it's like the 24 here, but it's one of these has like hills. Oh, it's way west. Okay, I kind of forgot about that. Rare Arge Bollard. But what else do we have? Blue Card 2024. Not a whole lot, so appearing like this is something you go BA, maybe Entre Rios on. I kind of just send BA. It is just BA somewhere. Kind of in the middle of nowhere. Here we go with the difficult round. What the hell is this? What the fuck is this? Cool house though. Cool house. Shout out whoever lives there. Okay, there's corn. There's really not much going on. Just the average Arge round. But looking for any cacti or anything. I guess maybe Cordoba is a consideration. But Tucumán could also be with kind of this soil. We'll have to see. I will go Cordoba though. We can't end on that, guys. So we're gonna keep playing a little bit till I get one good game. This could be the good game because it's San Juan. Oh, slight blunder. Nobody saw that. Nobody saw that. Nobody saw that. This could be the one because it looks like Formosa. Oh, yeah. Okay, the car meta was off, but holy balls. Okay, this could be the one because it's the RP43. And you just gotta find the road angle. It's 2021. It's Catamarca car. This could work. Nice. Here we go. We got some 2024 striped. I think this might just be miscopyrighted because this is never 2024. I don't even know if 2024 striped exists. So I guess Chaco. Let's see the road angle. I guess Chaco. Something feels off though. Like if it's Entre Rios, I wouldn't be shocked. But okay, it's Southern Chaco. Makes sense. Here we go with a very red soil dirt road and pine plantation spam. So pretty free Corrientes due to those factors. And then I don't really know. I'll just click somewhere around here. Okay. Oh, it was on that road. Okay. Seen something like that before. This round is kind of just you gotta know the coverage. You're kind of, there's a bunch of mountains, and and they're kind of dry, so obviously not more super north, obviously not super south, because it doesn't look like Patagonia. We do have the Neuquén trees, so, or the Mendoza trees, either one. So these can extend into the mountains. Mendoza doesn't have a lot of mountain coverage, so it's probably San Juan, because it has a lot of Gen 3 mountain coverage. And then I think this coverage is kind of near the town of Calingasta, so not sure exactly where. This road I don't think is findable, to be honest. I think it's near here though. So it is. Nice. Finally, we could end up with a blunder on an 18.5. I'm just throwing that out there right now. Tough Patagonian round. Some decent vegetation, not very tall, not very prickly, so Chubut makes a lot of sense. Now, I think I'm going to throw something out here that could be false, but very light colored soil, I find a lot of the time, often like whitish, near the border of the two states, being Santa Cruz and Chubut. So I don't know about it being this hilly though. That kind of throws me off. But we'll see if we can cook something up. Hoping that maybe something will line. I don't really have a lot of confidence in this guess that I'm making, but I guess it's possible. Oh, whoops. But then again, some other road angles also possible. Does this make more sense? I think this makes a little bit more sense. Does it? I think it does. I think it does. Does it curve the other way? Actually, you can't really tell. We'll see. Nice. Okay. Good find there, kind of near the border. And we ended off our game with a 23.579. If I got this road, that could have gotten a 24K, I guess. But it's a nice way to end the video. And yeah, that's it. Adios.